The mythological event has been out for nearly 4 years on Hypixel Skyblock. For those unaware, the mythological event, which comes as a perk from the Diana Mare, is a 5-day event that takes place on the Hub Island, where you're able to dig up burrows to summon different creatures that drop some pretty important things. As years have gone by, the demand for all of these items has gone up, as well as their value. But does it match up to today's standards of money making? But quickly though, we are coming up on 25,000 subscribers. So if you'd like to help us out, if you enjoy this video at all, or you want to see anything else like it, please do subscribe. We appreciate it so much. And anyways, let's get into the video. This video will be cut up into a few parts, so if you do want to cut to a specific area, there will be timestamps left in the description for you to jump to wherever you need. Now firstly, we need to talk about two things. The first being what drops we're mainly focusing on, for those who don't know, and secondly, what setup we're using to kill these mobs. For those unaware, there are 7 total drops in the Diana event from mobs. Antique Remedies, Crochet Tiger Plushies, Dwarf Turtle Shelmets, Daedalus Sticks, Washed Up Souvenirs, Crown of Greeds, Minos Relics, and most importantly, the Chimera Book. Out of the 7 listed, realistically only 3 are main token items. First, we have the Daedalus Stick, which is used to craft the Daedalus Axe, which is the best axe to use for Magic Find. These normally go for anywhere around 3 to 4 mil and are dropped from Minotaurs. Next is the Minos Relic. This is a pet item that, when applied, increases all pet stats by 33.3%. These go anywhere from 40 to 50 mil, depending on how long it's been since the last Diana event. Those are only dropped from Minos champions. And then finally, the one everyone should be familiar with is the Chimera Book. This is an enchantment which, at level 5, will copy 100% of your active pet stats. Though these books are rare and expensive, coming in at around 150 to 170 million coins, they can only be dropped from the rarest mob, the Minos Inquisitor. So now that we know what mobs and items we're going for, what gear should we use to actually go kill them? But we'll first talk about some things that should be a common theme no matter what gear you use to kill mythological mobs. First, we should mention pet rules. You will need 4 open pet rule slots. 2 are simply for equipping a griffin on digging up a griffin burrow, and another for equipping a golden dragon when killing a mythological mob. The next 2 pet rules are for whenever you are loot sharing inquisitors with other players. There will be 2 screenshots on screen to show them, but basically when you toss your fishing rod out, it'll summon your griffin first, and then on the next cast, we'll summon your golden dragon pet. And this will repeat in the same order every throw. Next is the 4-eyed fish pet item. This goes specifically on the griffin pet, and if you do enjoy Diana and have plans to do it for tens to hundreds of hours, this is definitely a good investment. Finally, not something you need as gear requirement, but if you plan on doing Diana, especially with other people, make sure that you're using some sort of Diana waypoints / Inquisitor sharing mod. Mods like Soupy and Skyhanny have this, and they are necessary for a good Diana experience. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into gear specifics. For Diana, there are 2 ways you can go about killing mobs, either meleeing them or using mage weapons like a Hyperion. So Pat in this case decided to go down the mage route, and we will explain why in just a second. The gear Pat was using consisted of 3 Force Aurora with the attributes Mana Pool and Mana Regen, along with Wither Goggles. Now obviously for a weapon he used a Hyperion, and for equipment it consisted of his full Magic Find set, just being a Rift Necklace and 3 Force Molten with Magic Find attributes. If you are doing a mage setup for Diana as well, I would only recommend this if you can one-tap the Gaia Constructs. If not, I would swap to using an Implosion Belt and possibly other pieces of equipment with Mana Pool. The reason Pat chose this over a full melee build was due to efficiency. With the set, he had pretty much unlimited mana, meaning he could kill and spawn mythological mobs extremely quickly. The issue with a melee setup is that you will have a very limited amount of mana if you don't go out of your way to give yourself mana in ways like tuning points. And killing mobs takes a bit more effort than just spamming your hype repeatedly on the ground. The only positive thing is that you do get to have a lot more Magic Find due to things like killing with a Daedalus Axe and using an armor set that gives the user Magic Find. But the drops that you get from killing all the other mobs are pretty much worthless besides the Minos Relic, but realistically, if you do manage to drop one, that would only be a fraction of the total profits. Something to mention though is if you are a mage, when it comes to killing or loot sharing an Inquisitor, please make sure to have your own set of Magic Find armor and a Daedalus Axe. When loot sharing an Inquisitor, the killer's looting level will apply to everyone that is leeching, but everyone's personal Magic Find will be applied to the book drop, even though not represented through the chat message correctly. Something that I'm going to fully mention is the idea of stacking a kill combo before killing an Inquisitor. Using the mythic perk on the Spider / Tarantula pet, you are easily able to pearl into the air, go find and kill a bunch of mobs with the Magic Find, and then teleport back to kill your Inquisitor. I didn't personally do this, but it is something that you can experiment with if you want. Now with that all out of the way, we will quickly show a few clips of what I got during this Diana, as well as at the end show you everything added together.
Alright, and I'm gonna hop off for the night. No, I'm gonna get my own book. Here's what's gonna happen. It's just that fucking easy, like, holy shit! Oh my god, holy shit, and 2 other things. It's that fucking easy.
That section before a video even... I guess people could spoil stuff. Is this Edge?
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm fucking good for the night!
Dude,
oh
you're
my
a bitch!
God. It's that easy.
Nice.
Fuck we.
Trust me, I fully know this has nothing to do with Diana, but I am so fucking tired and happy. Holy shit.
After all of that, it is pretty clear to say that there is a lot of stuff to go over. Starting from worst to best, Pat got 84 antique remedies, 77 tiger plushies, 95 dwarf turtle shellmets, 10 crowns of greed, 9 washed up souvenirs, and 9 dataless 6. As well as a bit over 1800 griffin feathers, and most importantly, a whopping total of 10 chimera books. There are also some smaller things like the coins from burrows, gold, iron, and etc. that added up to an extra 140 million coins. Now keep in mind that this was only with around 24 hours of Diana gameplay, and with everything together, he made around 1.8 billion coins or 90 mil per hour, which, in all fairness, is very comparable, if not better, than what you can make with things such as Blaze Slayer. Altogether, with loot sharing a majority, Pat killed just around 300 Inquisitors at this event, and just around 4,000 total mob kills within the 24-hour time frame. It's fair to say that he got a little bit RNG carried. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel. Again, at 25,000 subscribers, we will be releasing our own texture pack, which has been on this whole entire video, so if you want to use it, just make sure to subscribe. And hey, if you guys want, maybe next Diana we can come back for a longer session to see how far we can push the limits of this money-making method. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.